Welcome to Midnight Podcast with your girl Tiffany Nicole,
aka
your queen to be. I just like doing it, and it's just going. King Chuck in the building. I see you, brother. Chucky.
Don't get that money, bro.
Get that bread.
I need to borrow something.
I got my Sarge in the building.
Sagapet Nula.
All that good stuff. Hubby's in the building, filling in for King Chuck.
Hubby.
How you doing, baby?
I'm good, man. I'm golden.
You golden?
Yeah.
All right. I hear that.
You know, I love this. Dream big. And what's this one say? Create.
Those
are words. That's words to live by, man.
For sure. Listen, it's a lot going on this week. There's so many things to get into this week. We're going to get into. I got to show you guys this picture, find out your thoughts on this picture. We're going to talk about a couple of things. We got a song of the week, and believe this guy is from Jersey. So I'm feeling good.
As you should.
Yes, I'm feeling extremely good. The weather can't hold a sister down. Check this out. I got my spring break watch. You know, I'm supporting black-owned businesses. And I got my 2 braces from a company called Enbois. And what's cool about this company, Enbois.
You know what that means, right? It's ENBOIS, which means in wood.
In wood. There you go. Cool thing about this company is every purchase that you make, they plant a tree in Haiti. Which I thought was super duper cool. So if you can, go out and support a black-owned, brown-owned company. Spring Break is one. They're featured based out of North Carolina, Fayetteville to be exact. And this company's from Florida, but they do a lot of business, nonprofit things in Haiti. So just wanted to shout them out, put that out first. BBF by Black Friday. Let's get into our results from last week.
All right.
So last week we had comedian Harry O in the building.
Right.
And because he was on, I thought it would be good. I thought it would be dope to feature
other comedians.
Absolutely. So for our Cut 'em Loose, we had Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Tracy Morgan, and Mike Epps.
I would have cut Tracy Morgan.
The crazy part about it is that I didn't tally it. I tallied it, but I didn't do the percentage. So we're gonna do it like this.
Who's gone?
The people that
who gone?
the person that got the most votes, who would you think?
Tracy Morgan.
Well, I would say Tracy Morgan, but
Tracy Morgan.
He was second to last, but Kevin Hart got the most votes.
What? To get out of here?
He's cut. The people have spoken and they cut Kevin Hart. The second person that they would cut is Tracy Morgan. Mike Epps only got a couple of votes, and Cat Williams got none. No votes for Cat Williams. So people have spoken, and I don't know if it's by fault that people just want to hate on Kevin Hart because he's doing it big, and it's just he's the easy target. But a lot of people saying he wasn't funny. Kevin
Hart funny as
shit.
I
think he's funny.
That first stand up he came out with. Oh my God.
Kevin Hart is funny.
When he's doing his grandfather falling down the steps.
Looking through the screen going, look at this. Would you look at this?
Would you look at this?
I've been fucking staring for like a minute long. But
people cut him.
You just said something which is kind of like, it's funny, but it's not funny. They would cut him off. He would get the most votes to be cut off just because maybe
he's popping.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. Because you know when you're up top, it's easy to support people when they're growing, when they ruin. But when you're up top, it's hard to keep supporting them.
Why? Because you can't relate anymore?
Exactly. That's how people feel.
Then that's wrong.
It is wrong. I agree.
You can't love and hate me just because I'm doing good. You push me to do good. Now when I'm doing great, you wanna.
They love you. They hate you. Then they love you. Then they love you again. That's how it is. But I'm sorry that people haven't spoken.
Hey Kev, I didn't vote you off.
No, me neither.
You funny.
I went with Mike Epps, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I seen him stand up. He's not. His stand up isn't that good, but he's in front of the camera. He might be better than any one of those guys you mentioned in front of the camera.
They're all dope. And let me tell you, real quick, before we move on to our beta week, someone came on the page and basically was like, why they gotta be in competition? You know, everybody gotta put people in competition.
Well, yeah, I saw that.
And I had to put this person in their place. First of all, we do this every week. Singers, movies, athletes, everything. It's a friendly debate. It's not about competition.
It's not a competition.
It's really not.
An opinion.
It's an opinion. And she's talking about, oh, we got to put people up against each other. Just let them be great. Shut the fuck up and go on your own page. And, I politely said that, and she kept coming back and forth. I was like, there's no rebuttal needed. And I know sometimes people troll you, but it's just like...
And my man DK said, block. This is easy.
Well, the thing is, look, we're not going to unblock. We're going to give her a chance to probably look at the show and understand where we come from. We're not knocking anybody off. We're not creating a competition. We're just basing our opinions based on who we like the most. That's
Absolutely. And if you watch the show, and obviously I kept saying, you obviously is not a fan of the show, you just chiming in, this is what we do, and we are praising them because they're great. We know that they're great. That's why they're in the conversation of Cut 'em Loose. So go ahead with that BS. So I don't block her, I just deleted her last comment, but
I'm not trying to argue with nobody back and forth.
I'm not, and to me, we can have a banter. It's not about arguing, but we can have a banter. We can agree to disagree. Absolutely.
Right.
But when you go past and you're just not trying to hear my side or even have a comprehension of what we do, especially if you don't listen to the podcast, then I got a problem with it. Like, if you go back and see what we do and be okay, I see what you're doing, but if you just want to talk just to talk, delete. I'll give you a little bit of talk, Becky, talky. But after that, I'm done with you.
That's it.
Gang,
you know what that means? If you don't fuck with you, then we don't fuck with you.
Yes.
Gang.
So listen, hubby, who is your bae of the week?
My bae of the week is a chick named Lorraine. SD.
Lorraine SD?
SD?
Okay. Yeah.
That sounds, okay.
Yeah, she's the truth.
She the truth? Can you speak a little louder?
Listen. Lorraine, the truth. She got light eyes with freckles on her face.
She's an IG model, I take it.
Yeah, but I think she's actually done some stuff in front of the camera before. I think was she in ATL? She was in some movie back in the day.
But then no other movies, just IG.
Yeah, for the most part, she's doing the modeling. But she is an ambassador for Fashion Nova.
Everybody is.
Man.
Yeah, well, she actually has ambassadorship.
Yeah, but everybody does that.
Nobody cut the shot?
Everybody get a check for Fashion Nova.
Yeah. That's how Fashion Nova really got their name out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
That's
Is
not
that giving them any dividends? Just giving them free
I'm sure they are at this point because every time they take pictures and they hashtag Fashion Nova, there's some type of revenue that's coming.
Yeah, but everybody got Fashion Nova at this point in time.
The clothes are good on them.
That's great.
Hey.
Hey. So what's her name again? Lauren HD?
Lauren SD.
Okay, I thought you were saying. Okay, forget it.
Nah.
All right. Sarge.
From my IG model, right? Her name is Jess Lee Wong. JESSLEE Wong.
They always look exotic.
Hey.
You gotta look.
I got a little certain type of look that I go for.
Yo, I ain't no basic Negro, man. I like different things.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? My taste buds are different.
Ain't no basic over here.
Smart.
Sometimes.
You didn't know an artichoke from my heart, but.
Oh! Don't know artichoke from my heart. That's a good one. Okay.
So good.
Tiff, who's your babe?
All right. So, ladies, gents, I saw this picture of this little chocolate thing from back in the day. So, ladies that love chocolate, he's one of the finest from way back in time. So, my bae of the week this week is Big Daddy Kane. But I want the young, old school version of him.
But wait, man.
He's still fine now, and I'll take him now. Mm-hmm. But this picture that I seen from him in the 80s when he had the cuts in his eyebrow, the gold rings, the big chains, oh my God.
Rapping Big Daddy Kane.
Yes, he looks like a piece of chocolate that I just want to say.
I think it's the second time you gave him Bae of the Week.
I probably did, but this piece of chocolate thing, it just happened to come in my time. I was like, God damn, Brooklyn, baby.
Hey, look, you get something to put in your mouth. I don't think it's cool. I got it.
Really?
It A little saliva.
They can't see it.
A little
I
saliva.
don't know what niggas say.
They can't see it. You just have to say it as I'm doing my pay of the week.
Well, listen, man.
Oh man.
Oh my
Kane had all the
goodness.
women, man. I'm not knocking it.
Yes. So
Join a
Kane
groupie club.
Including Superhead.
Yes. But a lot of people have Superhead, so that don't really count.
Yeah, but I think he fathered the child.
No, he's not the father.
G-Rap.
Cool G-Rap is the father.
Same difference. Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
Kane is fine.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but old school rappers, yes. But let us know who you crushing on. This is Convo 80. Convo 80. If you missed any of our previous convos, go to SoundCloud, Stitcher, Podomatic, iTunes.
Ochenta.
Tune in. Make sure you leave those what?
5-star rating, baby.
And yes, we have videos on YouTube, so check our videos out on YouTube. Are you ready for the first convo?
First topic.
All right. So I'm on Facebook this morning picking out topics that I wanted to go with. And, you know, sometimes I leave topics for 1 week and, you know, based on what I want to go with. It's you know, you got to decipher what you want to go with for the week. And I saw this picture that just caught my attention. And I was just like, wow. So the question basically was asking, should men dress like this on the beach?
Okay.
Should they dress like this, and is it appropriate? Because, you know, when you think of the beach, you think of family time, having your kids, making castles, doing a family
Depends
thing.
what beach you go to.
Okay. So
Been on the beach.
not the nudist beach, but
Okay.
think of a family beach. Think of when we go to Rehoboth, right? We're not seeing people in the nude. So this picture, this woman was pissed. She was upset, and she was like, "This is unacceptable. When I'm on the beach, I don't want to see this." So this is the picture.
Oh.
It was a man in a G-string, butt out, his package.
Oh,
you
my
can clearly
goodness.
see his package. And he had a midriff shirt, you know, stomach out. Oh, nice
Right.
little abs.
Right.
And he's doing his thing. He's not,
And he had a full beard too.
and he's living
I
his
promise
best
you,
life.
if you see this picture,
You're
if
gonna
you
see
cut
the
the head
picture.
off, if you cut the head off and pull the woman, you photoshopped the woman's head on that picture, you would honestly believe
It's a female.
it's a female.
And so it was back and forth banter on the page in regards to this man.
Yo!
So people had a lot of things to say about this man dressing like this on a beach. So I'm gonna start with you, hubby. Do you think it's appropriate?
I've seen it before. I've seen it in South Beach, right in front of Versace's house, back in the early 2000s, late.
His
90s.
ass ain't got no dimples. Wow.
Okay, I'm
Be
trying
getting
to make
that
my
suction
point.
cup massage.
And what I'm saying is, people bring their children to South Beach. I don't know why, but they do bring children there. So it's like it's not unheard of.
It's a beach.
But I guess people are more eccentric in South Florida.
More open.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm assuming if it's happening,
A little bit more relaxed and comfortable, not judging.
right? So I'm figuring it's also happening in Fort Lauderdale too. Like maybe not as abundant, but it happens up there too. And this is my point. If it was a female in the thong and she actually has her top covered, she's not even showing her breast, we applaud that. Like, oh, at least she just doesn't have the whole outfit out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So he's obviously a gay male, and he's living his best life. And like
Live your best life.
Like we're talking about freedoms here. Like you can't have either the females are gonna have a one piece on whenever they go to the beach, and the men are gonna have shorts to a certain leg length. Like, what do you want? Are we gonna have freedom, or are we gonna set standards?
Facts. Sarge.
I think you pretty much covered it. It's just, you know, I don't think I can say much to that, but think about it this way. Obviously, the person, like you just said, could be of a different type of sexual preference. So, a heterosexual man will never wear a thong, basically.
Strippers do.
Huh?
Male strippers do.
Yeah, but they're not wearing it out in public.
But let me ask you this: what about when we wear the Speedos? Like the
Yeah,
Speedos,
but-
I understand it doesn't show the ass cheeks, but it's still showing the.
Yeah, but
You know
see,
what I mean?
there's nothing wrong with showing the package, because it's either you're in Speedos or you're in shorts. With the ladies, it's either you're in a one-piece bikini or you're in something spaghetti striped, right? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, at this point, he's wearing what he feels comfortable with.
Yeah.
In today's age, it's normal for him to feel comfortable in his own skin, so why not?
Listen.
Why does that string really like do it? Like that string like throws off people. Like, it's like so offensive to people.
It's only offensive to people if they are a homosexual male. Because if it's a female that's doing it, oh shit,
it's
look at
acceptable,
that ass.
right?
Look at that.
No, but for a long time, the G-string was offensive. I mean, we've come a long way, but the G-string on a female, when we were kids, oh my God, people were like, yo.
Yeah, but we passed that. Oh. If a female, what we're talking about?
Yeah, okay, current day.
Right now, current day.
But
if
is it going to take time?
Beach, no. If a female's on a beach, no one is going to tell her to cover up.
So your question to this is what?
My question to this, is it acceptable? Because to me, playing devil's advocate, I think I have no problem with it. Live your truth, right? If I want to wear that on a beach, then I'm cool with. But it's only looked upon, frowned upon when it's a male doing it. And that's where I think is the issue. And when I was in the looking at the comments, everybody's like, no, be a man, put on some shorts. And I'm like, why? If this is his true life and this is what he wants to do, what's the problem? Because if we're at a beach and you're with your family, right? Mm-hmm. And a female walks by with it, you know, maybe someone might not be feeling it, but they're not going to say, oh, that's disgusting, or that's nasty. Right. They're going to let her go about her business. But because it's a feminine male, mm-hmm. it's a problem.
I probably wouldn't even comment on it, because to me, it's like, you know, live or let live. So
but you're going to be in your mind, you're like, damn, that's a fat ass. If she looks good, you're like, oh, that's a fat ass, or she look good, or whatever, right?
I mean, look.
You're a man. Be honest.
I'm a man. I'm going to look at the opposite sex.
Absolutely.
But when I see him, full beard and his thumb, I'm like, oh shit, that's different.
Yeah, but I think the biggest issue, whoever that lady was who posted the picture, was that she had children. She had to explain, and she wasn't prepared. That's
what?
Why? Maybe
children don't have an idea of what a man's supposed to wear a thong or whatever. To them, first of all, children are at the beach. They're not even focused on what somebody else is wearing. They're worrying about the sand. They're worrying about the waves. They're worrying about making castles. You know, it's us, the grown-ups, that are stuck in some ways. Right. We're afraid to just let people be.
So, exactly. So, I think it's back to what I was saying when we were younger with the women with the thongs. Mm-hmm. We didn't have a problem with it. Like you said, I was probably playing the beach at the time when they first came around. And it wasn't in the 80s maybe. I wasn't even paying attention to that. But it's the same thing. How long before it's going to be a common thing, you know?
It's already
a common thing. We're just not seeing it often because we don't have that many beaches that we can go to now.
We don't have clean beaches.
Well, I mean, you're talking about it's a regional thing, right? Well, so regional thing, people are more liberal here. But if you go to Georgia on the beach, you know,
I'm sure this shit's happening in LA and nobody's complaining about it.
LA's liberal.
You know, I'm sure that whoever took this picture and complained about it is somebody that took the trip, went out there, and like, oh, the fuck, that's what they doing out here? Like, this is a new thing to you.
Exactly. There's no beaches in Nebraska, and it's very red out there. It's a very red state. So you go on a trip with your family, come to Jersey, and see something like this. Mm-hmm. They losing their mind.
Yeah, I can get that, but I think more so it's because of who's wearing it. That's the issue. So let us know your thoughts. If you've seen a feminine male on a beach with a G-string on, packing, would you mind? Would it bother you? Would you be like putting your kids away? Hide your kids?
I think the only time it would actually upset somebody in the heterosexual way is if this guy's bent over, right? And you're like, oh shit, and then you can't see the full grown beard, and you're sitting there looking, and then my man fucking turns around.
Cause his booty look
Y'all
good.
Can't be out here on the beach like this, dog. Yo,
come on, man, you got the Sunni on,
yo.
His booty was looking right. If you just saw it from behind, you know, a man would look at it like, man, I'll tap that or whatever you guys say. But let us know your thoughts. Are you with it? Like, or are you not with it?
You can't have a Sunni in the fucking thong, man. Like,
listen, we are in 2019. Man. Live and let live. Let them live however they want to.
That shit go, man. Let's just go.
Would it matter if he cut this shit off?
Then he might look like a female. Then it might look a little confusing because there's no chest, but.
There's a lot of flat-chested chicks with
Yeah,
big
that's
butts.
what I'm saying, right?
But it don't matter because he still had on the halter top, so you don't even know that he has a muscular back because he got on the halter top. Like you can't even see.
Man, my man got a booty, yo. He ain't got no muscular back, yo.
I was saying you couldn't see, like you don't even know.
My man took his time to perfection his booty. Look, his booty looked like
He's
they
doing
do
squats.
suction cups, massages, you know, the whole.
He been getting it right. So let us know your thoughts. Is it acceptable if you're at the beach with your family? Is that something that you want to see? Would you comment? Would you throw shade? Or are you okay with it? Let us know your thoughts. Can we get into our second convo?
Second topic.
Alright. So
Until your son say, "Daddy, I want some trunks like those."
Like, no, son. You see what that is wearing?
this is more suitable for you, baby.
Yeah.
See, just own. Some people wear Speedos. It doesn't matter. I done heard it all when it comes to the popo. So, what are some of the crazy things that you guys have heard in regards to someone getting arrested? What's the most stupidest shit that you've heard someone get arrested for?
Yeah. First of all, people getting arrested for weed, like a little bag of weed. That's one of the stupid things.
Are you saying like?
Just dumb things that people may have gotten arrested for.
I don't know. Jaywalking.
Jaywalking.
You don't get a citation. You get arrested for
You get
jaywalking.
arrested
How'd
for
that
it.
go bad?
So this shit had me bugged out a little bit because there's a little boy, he's 12 years old in Georgia, that was arrested. And now he's facing felony charges. And guess for what?
12-year-old boy.
12-year-old boy. Guess why?
Why?
He was arrested for selling CDs in a mall in Georgia. So now he has to go to court. Literally go to court. Felony charges for selling CDs in Georgia. So
Really, Georgia?
yeah.
Really, Georgia?
Mm-hmm. The state that, Stacey Abrams couldn't win, that state.
Can I just ask you, was it usually a little white kid?
No, he was black.
Obviously.
He goes by the name, his real name is Corey Jackson, but his rap name is Sino. And he was actually out there with his family. So they were out, and as people come in and out of the mall, he, passed out his mixtape.
Oh, so it was his CD, so he wasn't just selling like CDs
No,
that
it's
came out.
his.
He's promoting himself.
He's
Self to
promoting
self.
himself.
Wow.
So,
Wasn't there a scenario like that sometime last year?
where?
I can't remember where, but there was a kid that was also either being harassed or something for trying to sell CDs.
Probably. I won't be surprised.
Yeah, with the old lady. It was the old
Yeah.
lady.
No.
I think we covered that. The
Well,
old
we got
lady.
it was an old lady, but he was selling candy.
Candy. Yeah.
But
And he was in the parking
similar
lot.
shit.
Yeah, similar shit.
Similar shit. It's like we can't even see. This is my thing. Whether he's on, because people say he's on private property,
right.
and you shouldn't be able to do this. But this is my thing. He's
Fucking
12 years old. He's a minor, right? He's with his family. Obviously, he's not being a nuisance. You can decide whether or not you want to buy. If you want to give him a time of day, that's your decision. But he can be out there breaking into your fucking car, breaking into your house, trying to rape your child, your daughter, whatever the case may be. But this young man, is doing something productive. So what we do, we turn him away. We try to get felony charges. But
You're knocking his hustle. You're not inhibiting. Well, what I'm trying to say is, you're basically fucking up his whole aspirations of being something.
yeah.
You're killing the whole business aspect of it for a 12-year-old who's just trying to do good.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. That's fucked up.
Now, the only reason where I could see the police being fucking cunts at this point is because they warned them time after time again coming to this mall and kicked them out, and then they took it to that extreme to make a point, not necessarily to really like try and get another black kid in the system, but to make a point with him because there was some type of emotional bias with this particular
But a
kid.
felony charge on a 12-year-old.
Listen,
He ain't hurt.
You got some men.
let me tell you,
You got white men out here who are molesting children, whatever. They don't get felony charges.
listen, I get you. But what I'm saying is, that's an emotional thing. Like I don't see like And there's 12-year-old kids who have brought guns to school. There's 12-year-old kids who've beat up or stabbed some kid, and they don't get felony charges over that. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so on the flip side, you got a 12-year-old that's doing something productive. My thing is, he's not doing anything illegal. Like, he could be doing much worse things.
He could have.
And like, so we're hindering this person from pursuing his dream, his passion. What? Because he's at a mall?
Yeah, they out there cracking.
Okay, maybe there was a sign that said no soliciting, or whatever they wanna say that didn't allow him to do so. But don't arrest the kid. Don't give him a felony charge.
Felony. He has to go to court.
Kick him outside the mall. He's with his folks anyway. Kick him outside the mall. So tell him you can't do this here. Tell him where to go. Encourage him to do it somewhere else.
Absolutely. There's so many things that we can do. And that's kind of what, like, when Hakeem was here, he was saying, you got to know the community. You got to mentor the community. You got to have relationships with people. Like, it's nothing for the cop to say, hey, you know, this ain't the place to do it. You know, go here, here, here. This is where to do it. Maybe not, you know, don't. You know, it's other ways that we can kind of finesse the situation.
What area was this in?
I don't know. It didn't say what mall, but I'm going to get more details on it.
Yo, man, the Klan is in the police department, bro.
Maybe so.
I believe it, man.
But what do we do to combat this? Because these are our children. It could be our son. It could be your son. You have a son also. You have two. So it's crazy.
We need to stand up a little bit more, especially when it comes down to the kids.
Absolutely.
It's not right. Okay, I'm an adult. I'm selling CDs. You want to kick me out? You want to charge me with something? Fine. I'm trying to do something. Productive. But a kid's doing it. This is a time where you need to, encourage him. But if he can't do it here, tell him where or what he can do. Especially if you're law enforcement, you already know all the spots of where and what. So guide him, right?
Absolutely.
As to what he needs to do.
Oh, and guide his parents. His folks are there.
Guide his
Talk
parents.
to his parents. Yeah. But hold on. Just on the same note, last year in the summertime, we heard about Barbecue Becky, right? The lady that called.
Yeah.
Okay. The police in regards to them cooking out in the park. Well, there was another situation in which a lady, white woman, called the police at the dog park because the black man, his dog, was humping on the white woman's dog. And she felt the need that she had to call the popo on him. It's like, are you serious? Dog park Becky.
But you know what happens, right? These people in return get charged for basically becoming a nuisance to the police department.
Yeah,
you're wasting taxpayers' dollars on something that's just so stupid. Nobody can control if a dog is humping another one.
Yeah, but she said he was aggressively humping.
Oh wow,
the dog. Are you serious?
Are you serious? The BSC dogs up his own aggressive.
Yeah, they trying to get that shit off. But you know, when he saw it, he got his dog away. But this is the shit. Like, they feel that they can just do this.
But dude did something though. He's like, I bet you calling the cops on me. I'm gonna pull out your license plate.
Yep, read it
and
out
let
loud.
everybody know who you are. He basically read the whole license plate out loud and just trying to let somebody know who she is. It's just stupid.
Dummy, the shit that we gotta do it, right? But they say all lives matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Certain restrictions apply, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Close.
Crazy. Just want to shout out to people on Native Red. I see you, Native Red Tourist. The Lunchroom Table Show. Just call me Mises. I could be butchering that name. Someone said I would want my kids to see, but it's what I would say that bugs me. What would you say? Let us know.
Wait, she said I would want my kids to see.
I wouldn't want my kids to see.
Okay.
SDC maybe Two Broke Dudes podcast. What's up? Thanks for joining us. King Chuck, we see you, brother. He said he misses us. Miss you too.
If you did, you would be here.
Get them coins. Brother, Sarge, let's get into our song of the week.
Oh, is that time already?
That time.
All right, our song of the week is Mind Control by Jersey Jules. That's Julz, featuring Farrah Roche. Connect with them on all his social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Jersey_Jules. IG, Jersey _ SG. SG.
That is our song of the week.
Yes, sir. That is by Jersey Jules. Oh, that's Jersey with a Z, by the way.
Yes.
And Jules, Julz. Check them out. All social media platforms, Jersey _ Jules. And IG is Jersey _ SG. Featuring Farrah Roche.
Thumbs up for me, dog. Jersey in the building. Love it. We need to have them on. We need to get them on here. We gotta make that happen. Let's connect. Make that happen. Come sit with us. If you want to be featured, songs of the week featured on the show. Doesn't matter the genre. Pop, soca, R&B, hip hop.
Yes, producers,
beats. We keep saying that. Poetry. Does not matter. Send it to Midnight Convo 24/7 @gmail.com. Yes, we did. That was one of the first ones we had. By Cotton. I can't think of her name, but yes, we had poetry. You know what? We need to get something from our brother, King Chuck, who says he's a poet.
He spit something for me the other
He
day.
said he's a poet. I've only heard 2 poems ever.
And the thing is, he be spitting some fire.
Yo, he got the heat.
He says he's a poet. I've only heard 2 poems.
Come on, Chuck. Yo, defend yourself, bro.
Actually,
Chuck
2 days ago.
I
defend yourself.
Listen, I'm gonna tell the story real quick. King Chuck, he won a competition for poetry, and you know me and hubby, we was out there supporting him. But I always fuck with him. I said your medal ain't valid, dude, because he won over a bunch of kids.
Oh.
he took the medal from kids, man.
Not like teenagers either, like little kids. Like you trying to go to like Smokey went to ice cream truck.
Why didn't they let him compete?
Let me talk to Big Worm. Watch out.
They didn't separate the age groups. That was the funny thing.
Oh,
but you won over babies, man. So that shit don't count.
Chuck with some real shit over some Google Gaga. Come on, Chuck, bro.
Chuck, when you got the wolves, like.
Yo, that's like LeBron playing ball with like my son. You expected to win.
Oh my God.
So I don't respect that medal, that award, son. You gotta take it from some real poets. Because you claim you a poet, right? The Red Hot Chili Pepper one that he does, I like that one. The Heineken one, those only
I'm
2
gonna do something that he would do. Oh!
He gonna come for me now. Then I said, he gonna come for me, bro. I'm just.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
So let us know your thoughts. Send your song of the week to be featured to us. Midnight Convo 24/7@gmail.com. Let us know if you like the song of the week that we played. We like it. Motivation.
I like it.
Beat was nice. To me, it's like a summertime flow. I want to drop top. You know, put that breeze. Just
a little mind control.
Yeah.
You know. Why not?
Love it. So let's get into our next convo. All right, so this is one thing I have a problem with.
Yeah.
I think that we not only have to deal with outsiders hating on us like Barbecue Becky and dealing with that type of stuff.
Right.
The whole Trump people, the MAGA people, but we also have some issues within our own culture.
Right.
And I say this being because I had a conversation with someone a while back, and it reminded me that there's issues deep-rooted that we have within each other. So this person is an African-American person. Their family was born here, born and raised in New Jersey. And one of my good friends is a Trinidadian woman, right? And I've known her since 8th grade. We were like best friends. She's in the military right now. And we were really cool and everything. We kind of lost touch or whatever. But I've always had people of different ethnic groups. One of my best friends in this world beside my husband is a Haitian. Went to his wedding 2 years ago. Beautiful man, beautiful family. And I've always heard people say in regards, and you can kind of attest to this and give your own perspective on this, that foreigners, meaning African, Haitians, Caribbean folks, that they think they're too good, that they think they're better than African Americans. So I had this woman tell me, I don't fuck with no, she was talking about Jamaicans. Oh, they think they better than us. And then them Africans, they really think they got their nose in the air. And I was just like, really?
Some of the Africans do. I'm gonna chime in immediately. I've seen it, man. They act like they the pure bloods. You know what I mean? And now, I haven't got that much. I've never really gotten that from any Western. You know, I've been around, and I've had like you. I have a lot of West Indian friends growing up, so I've been around. And going to the houses growing up, it's always embracing with open arms. Right. Never your people or my people. It's always just we walk away from just one people. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. When you were going for Easter, you know this, but I went to Gene's house with his whole family there for Easter, and that's the first time like I've been there or had maybe a major holiday without my family around. So we live close to each other, and I went to his house. There was no questions about, you know,
where your folks at, what you
doing,
at,
or you know, even this is Easter. You asked about what my religion, my beliefs. I said, yo, come and have this plate. We've been waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? You're running late. You know, I found work that day. You're running late. Come on. Let's sit down and eat. Let's break bread together. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's all about.
I'm going to say this, though. Yes, there is that type of behavior or attitude with a lot of Caribbeaners. is because somehow, someway, they feel like Americans are not fully rooted as far as culture-wise. You look at the culture here, we are trying to develop this culture, which is basically what we have now is the hip-hop culture, which we could say is really something that we've developed within the past 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as culture, something that's been passed on from generations to generations, a lot of islanders and whatever, they stand behind that because they feel like they know what their roots are from and whatever. But also, there's also the ignorant ones that are not open to accepting other people and then wherever background they're from. Mm-hmm. So you want to just stick to yours and that's it. So yes, there is that, but there's also levels to it. There's the ones that know better. There's the ones that are willing to grow and go past that, or that are completely unbiased of who you are and where you're from.
So you think it's more of a socioeconomic thing from the islands too?
That is definitely one of the things.
Well, I think that's a part of it, but I've known someone say to me that was, this is a Jamaican woman, that said to me, your people is fucking lazy. She straight out said this. She's like, black people are lazy. Like, we come here, we work, we do multiple jobs, we do this to get where we need to be. You guys are trying to be Diddy and stuff. This was a conversation, a long conversation that we said, but it stemmed from laziness.
This is a friend or somebody older?
This is a friend. This is a friend. And that notion that her family believes that we're lazy and that we're our priorities are warped. And, speaking as an American, I know people, black Americans, that say, well, these motherfuckers think they all that. They think they better than. They get a few dollars and they think they better than everybody.
Again, there's some misunderstanding of what's happening. Yes, there are some people that are lazy on both sides.
Every race.
But what also happens is that when people come into this country, if they're just listening to the media and what the media has to say about us, then you'll definitely believe that we are lazy, we have nothing, we don't want anything, or we expect everything to be given to us.
And it's back
so, wait. With that being said, some cultures have the tendency of listening to the media because it's white reported. So therefore they believe
it's the truth.
Right, so it has to be the truth. Right?
That's
so they come in and they just listen to the media, and they also listen to other people that already fed into that. The people that were there before them. And when you come into the country and they're like, they're schooling you on what's happening, like, yo, be careful, be careful. These are also the same type of people it's like the blind leading the blind. So we're not going to get any better than that.
But what I was going to chime in is back to the socioeconomic status. When these people came, where do they come to? Do they come to the inner city where people might not have as strong as ambitions or as many opportunities, and they see people on assistance? You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's their first impression
right.
of the people.
That's what I'm trying to cover.
But they don't come to the upper middle class area when they come over to this country. That's not their first impression, seeing black people in the upper middle class.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that come from different countries. They already come in with an upper class behavior and system. They come here just because their country is going through some type of turmoil, and it makes it difficult for them to live the way that they should be living or the way they could live. So they come here to continue that lifestyle. They're not really here to be helped. They're not here
They don't need handouts.
They don't need a handout. They come in, as you can see, some people come in, they start off businesses from jump. This is not a loan. They come with their own bread. So now what happens is that when some of our people see that and look at these people, it's a form of hatred. Right? Oh, they just got here and all of a sudden, they got a business. Now they think they're better than us. In some ways they are. It's just they just didn't know where to land. So they landed here with you, making you think that you guys are equal. But at the same time, this person came here, right? Already established.
This is the funny thing. I put a video up maybe a week ago, and it was a black man speaking to this Hispanic woman. And he was basically saying, no matter what you call yourself, I see you as a nigga. You could be here, there, president. You still a nigga to me. And that's the one thing I never understand. When you have melanin in your skin, I don't care if you're from Africa, if you're from Haiti, Jamaica, the islands, Belize, it does not matter, or you're born here. People see you all as one. Right. And that's what we are. One group. One group.
They have a documentary on Netflix. I can't recall the name of it. But they were talking about, it's all about like Central America, Latin America, about the black grandmothers that's never talked about. So like, you know, you might come, they might come over here looking brown skinned Hispanic or whatever, but down the bloodline, there's some very dark skin. Right. Was it Afro Latino? Yeah. In the bloodline, but they I guess they brought up what's white is right, so they never want to acknowledge that part when they're doing business or in society.
But just like you mentioned earlier, the social-economic aspect of it. Within the country itself, there's still a debate of the fairer skin to the darker skin, right? First of all, what the fuck is a fairer skin? You know, like, it's either you're light or you're dark. There's no fair. Fair makes it sound like already I'm better than you, right? But within countries, India, Jamaica, Haiti, you know, once there's a variance of skin tones, there's a slight discrimination aspect happening.
Absolutely.
And when it comes here, then you realize no matter how light you are, you're still a nigga to them. Then it's kind of like, but yet you're still trying to side with the lighter side so that you could actually be recognized as not the rest.
Sure. Let us know your thoughts on this. It's deep. You know, I didn't want to go so deep, but it's a conversation because I think we fight so many different battles. And fighting each other is not one of them. It shouldn't be one of them. So, someone was in my inbox last week after I did my Buy Black Friday, and it was like, I see you've been doing a lot of black empowerment stuff. And I was like, you know what? Because there's a lot of beautifulness in us. And if we don't support each other or we don't try to build our community or build each other up, then who's going to do it?
Ain't no white man gonna say,
go
buy your own stuff.
Yeah, right. It's not about me getting anything out of it. It's a lot of talent, beauty, and what we are and what we have. And other people will take what we have, our idea, our thoughts, whatever we got going on, and make millions off of it.
Right.
But when we do it, we can't get nobody to support us or back us until it pops.
Right.
Yeah. Until it pops. Oh, I already knew that you can do it. I'm so happy. Oh, I knew them from way back then. But when I was trying to get on and trying to do whatever.
You weren't trying to hear me.
You wasn't trying to hear me. You wasn't trying to support me or nothing. So any way that I can help, I'm a vessel. That's how I feel about it. So, you know, that's why you're seeing more of that type of stuff on my page.
And we're also encouraging black businesses, please hit us up so we can spread the word.
Absolutely.
And, you know, help it out, because at the end of the day, all we got is us.
Ain't that the truth? So, are you peeking?
No, I'm not trying to.
You're peeking.
No, look, my eyes were that way, but I was not gazing.
It's all right. You peeked a little bit.
No, I didn't.
So, listen, I wanted to get a little ratchet. Just a tiny bit. Not really that ratchet. But this has been consuming the fucking world for the last few days, maybe a week or so since the news broke on this situation.
What? The
Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson situation.
I don't care.
No one cares either, right?
Cares.
But I'm trying to come at it at a different angle. So, Khloe, Tristan, they had a situation. Supposedly, Kylie's best friend, Jordyn Woods, slept with, got cozy, whatever the case, with Tristan at his house.
Supposedly she didn't do it.
So she went on Red Table Talk, which
Right.
is Jada Pinkett Smith's show on Facebook.
Right.
And because they have a long-standing relationship, Will Smith is like her godfather. Her father, who passed away, worked on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He did something with the lights or something like that. So she's like their family member. Long story short, she told her side of the story. Now, my question to you is not whether or not you believe it or not. My thing is this. How do we destroy her so bad in the public eye? Because I've heard she's a home wrecker, she's a slut, she's this, that, and the third. and she's just been slandered. Now we hear her side, and she said, it didn't go down like this. So my question to you guys, is this a ploy from the Kardashians for publicity?
100%.
Or is this real life? Because even if it did happen, she kissed him, he kissed her, he tried to push up on her, does she deserve all this slander?
First of all, she's only, 20,
21.
She doesn't deserve to be bashed that much. People fucking make mistakes, real bad mistakes at 21. All right? First of all, we got the name Kardashian being pumped 24/7 on the media like they're fucking gods.
They're royalty here.
Yo, don't get me wrong. They're doing their thing, and I respect that. But when we're using that to completely bash another human being just because a mistake happened. Now, mind you of this mistake that if Tristan did really sleep with Jordyn, right? While she was, 9 months pregnant, right? That's fucking karma. Didn't Khloe take Tristan away from his baby mother when she was 9 months? Get the fuck out of here. Listen.
I don't even know that.
Karma's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a motherfucker. So listen, whether it happened or not, which I believe, I don't believe.
We don't know.
I don't care. But what I'm saying is, you can't be quick to bash somebody else about something that happened when you've been there.
You've done it. As a grown woman. Like, you wasn't like a 21-year-old. You've done it. You was a grown woman.
So you are, as a woman, is more scorned than the last woman? Come on now.
You know what you signed up for. That's it. That's like, as a human being, what time, at what point do we take accountability for the people that we...
But hold up, though. Tristan has been known to be cheating forever, and especially when he was with Khloe. So therefore, why is she not bashing the other women? What, are they powerful women? Are they women that can whoop your ass? Or
it's because she's some little young girl that you can just easily manipulate.
That's just not fair.
And this is the crazy thing. Khloe goes on this rant on Facebook, Twitter, whatever she was on, whatever platform she was on, and basically she said, you didn't apologize to me in private. You're doing this in public. And she was basically saying that you are the reason that we broke up, that you wrecked our family.
No,
like,
you're the reason.
I know the chick when you was pregnant.
You're the reason.
Multiple girls.
You're the reason why y'all broke up, because y'all started the same way. So
how you get them is how you keep them. Remember that.
Yeah, just a few months ago, wasn't he in the club with like two chicks or something, making out, and then
took them back to the hotel?
So basically, she found a little sheet that she could pick on, and that's what you did. That's it.
That's not cool.
But don't get me wrong, I respect y'all hustle and shit like that, but yo, you gotta pick your battles, man.
Exactly. And this is the only reason why I wanted to talk about this. Like,
and she's prettier than you, Khloe.
That doesn't matter.
I'm gonna tell you, like,
but
from him.
I think the Kardashians are exploiting this situation with this young girl. Right?
Yeah.
You got this young girl, and you're going up against a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? So she can, whether she did it or not, let's just say she was 100% innocent, and the way she said is what truly happened. She said she'll go on a lie detector test and all that good stuff. But let's just say that she's telling the truth. People are so fucking consumed with these Kardashians and their life and their lifestyles and what they do, they're not gonna believe it anyway.
No. They need to have. Look, this is absolutely true. They need to have on live TV the true, the lie detector test happening, for them to be around, for that shit to happen, and then for their faces to be like, oh fuck, and then for them to publicly apologize
to this young girl,
right? And then on top of that, give her money for the money that she's lost from not being a partner with Kylie all this time.
Listen, I will use this shit to my benefit. I'm gonna get all the coins that I can from the situation, because you could get a book deal, you could get a makeup line, you could get a TV reality.
Listen,
do whatever you can.
She been around there so long. She got all the.
I'm sure she got a lot of dirt. That
that's like one thing you really don't want. You have somebody around you all the time, and you're just gonna just diss them, kill their character, and they got all the dirt on you.
They got all the dirt on you.
Nah.
And like,
keep her close.
I think they know like, she might be telling the truth. Like, in the back
but
of the
I think that might be the point, that they want to bash her so much and make it look like she's an absolute liar. So no matter what she says, they won't believe them.
True. So let us know your thoughts on this situation. Do you think that the Kardashians is manipulating the situation for ratings, for publicity, or is Jordyn in the wrong?
Or is it the media? The media also has a way of just pushing the button, just pushing the button.
But who controls the media and who will want to turn this? Them Kardashians, they'll make a storyline over anything.
They just as bad as the president when it comes to this whole manipulating the media thing.
And Kris Jenner is the number one.
I think the media just loves the Kardashians. Even if the Kardashians are not really purposely doing things, but I think the media loves them so much because it keeps them entertained. It gives them something to talk about. Mm-hmm. There's not, listen, a few times my wife will turn on E! News, and there's not once did the show not mention the Kardashians about something.
Yeah, they big. That's their network. That is their network. So I'm not mad how you get your money, but when you're trying to destroy a young girl, because you're only 21, I think that's foul.
Jordyn, I hope you're telling the truth. That's it.
Yeah, get your money. That's what I say. Make it work in your benefit. Since they're already trying to throw you and put you to the wolves, make it work for your benefit.
She might blow off for this once they find she's innocent or whatever.
Well, how will we really know?
She was already modeling last year.
Yeah, she was modeling. She got aligned with Kylie, so she's getting bread. She ain't broke.
But internationally, you'd be surprised at things how people who are blocked out or people that are not known of.
But either way, look, she's good. She's business partners with Kylie. The business went over to like making over $1 billion. Yeah. So she's good.
She's good. So get your money. Don't let them stop you. All right. So let's get into our drink of the week.
You want to do? You want me to do?
Yeah, I'm not drinking.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't really ask. Our drink of the week. This is by Shiner, Wicked Juicy IPA, with something that looks like an artichoke, but it's really a hop.
He corrected himself.
So, yeah, this is my first time having this. This is from Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas. So that's a thumbs up for us, dog.
Yeah, I like it.
We are seeking
endorsements,
but we will
prefer a check.
For real. Cash us out, baby. So let's get into my favorite part of the show. The thing that I love to do most.
Which is fuck up somebody's day with Cut 'Em Loose.
I gotta tell you some shit, because someone was in the Midnight Convo's page on live. Mm-hmm. And they was going crazy about Harry O. So.
Okay.
I don't want to even talk about that on.
Wait, what did they say?
I can't.
Come on, you mentioned it.
Were they sweating them or was they trying to come from them?
They was coming for them.
So let them come from so Harry O can get them.
So I can't.
Why not?
This. I can't put that out there because
that's bullying.
Yeah, I can't do that because she was going in. So
did you check on her? What did she do? Where's she at?
We'll talk about that off air.
Come on, I do mention it now, but you can't.
Because it won't show up now that we're off. We're restarting it because we did the hour. It won't show the comments, but I'll go back and I'll tell you off air. But we are here to show love. Shout outs to Harry O. Was a great, excellent guest last week. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But let's get into our Cut 'Em Loose for this week.
Oh boy.
Cut 'em. You got to cut it. All right, so I don't really do this hip hop that we have now. Like,
what?
I don't, he likes the mumble rap.
I don't like the mumble rap.
You love all that shit.
No, because I can't stand Future, because I don't understand what he's saying. But I do like all this melodic shit the kids are doing.
All right.
This shit's
cool.
fire.
Let me just go on to Cut 'Em Loose.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I grew up on an era when we had Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas.
I can't do it, Compton. I just don't have the heart.
So,
I mean, it's cool.
Kick your face, I smash your face, I put the guns in the place, I blaze up. That's what she like.
I just like,
but since define words.
I like bars. I like people that can just spit. Like, I don't like.
But here's the thing though. They are saying something. It's just that our ears are not fine tuned to that. Whatever it is that he's talking about. Our ears are just more for like the poetic aspect of the music.
It's like,
but
It's just
nothing
different.
to say that they're not poetic to today's generation.
Yes, it's not for me.
Listen, there is some of them I'd be like, oh shit, this one I thought. I may not get everything, but
You catch a few.
Yeah, you know, like you said, I like the melodic aspect of it.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. I was checking out Offset's album. I listened to the first half of it, and it's pretty good. But he's actually spinning. I can actually understand what he's saying, and I like it so far. I gotta listen to the other half, but it's different from Migos stuff. And I like Migos.
Migos shit fire.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So you have to say there's 3 different styles of Migos.
Exactly.
Because 2 of them, one of them's a nephew, one of them's an uncle.
Yeah.
So
Quavo is an uncle.
See?
The cousin is
there's a cousin, there's a nephew.
Offset, and the other one, Takeoff, is the nephew. Offset is the cousin.
So you have one that's kind of like almost our generation-ish, and then you have one that's kind of like the new generation, and you have one
But
that's
they all the
Offset's the
same age.
oldest.
Huh?
Offset's the oldest.
But they're all like the same age.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
Like
kind of
late
like
20s.
with Offset, he's kind of like the last string of from where we come from with words.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but anyway.
Anyway, so
Whatever.
like I said, I come from a different era, but I respect this era, and there are a few MCs out right now that's doing it big, and that are
Mama?
actually
Lyricists.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this generation hip hop poets
That
Poets.
don't mumble.
that don't know it.
So I'm guessing that J. Cole's gonna be in there.
No, wait, well, let it get out.
I'm guessing because there's not that many people that do speak, you know, plain English in these.
All right, so we got Drake,
Okay.
J. Cole,
Oh, okay.
Kendrick,
Uh-huh.
and Kanye. Who are you
Is
cutting?
Kanye part of this generation?
Yeah, he is.
He's
He is.
definitely
He is.
he didn't
I
come
mean, he's
up,
relevant, but I mean, like.
he didn't come up with Jay and Nas. He came up after.
Okay.
But
So-
still speaking.
Yeah.
Normal.
No. So who would you cut, Bam? I'm gonna run down the list one more again. Drake,
Cut Kanye.
J.
'cause
Cole,
he's amazing.
Kendrick Lamar, and Kanye West.
I'm glad that you said that because I've liked all of Kanye's albums, whether people didn't like them or not.
You like the last one? Yay?
Yeah, listen, I appreciate the artistic.
Yeah, because he produces too, and you can see what he's trying to do.
Right, and I get
You
it.
get it. You get it. That's
I
what I'm
get it.
saying. Like, you don't have to like what Kanye's. You can't say what that shit was ass. Like,
Right.
nah, it was a well-made song. You just didn't vibe to it.
Or you just didn't understand the vibe. But I'm pretty sure after you bumped that album today, you didn't like it. Next year you bump it like, oh shit. Oh.
Facts. Kanye
Yo.
got some heat. Who are you cutting?
I'm cutting Drake.
You cutting Drake?
You cutting Drake?
Yeah.
Drake.
Drake.
I like Drake. You know why I like Drake? Because my kids like Drake. And when they're happy, I get really happy. But if you're talking it's my...
Aww.
It's real. It made me start really learning the lyrics once my kids grew up with Drake. So as they started spitting the lyrics, I started. And then when they put on the throwbacks, we all sing the throwbacks together. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Amazing feeling. But personal, if I'm going to purchase an album, I've never purchased a Drake album, but I've purchased the other 3 artists.
Okay. So that's your reasoning. I can dig it. Sarge. Ajax.
Thank you for coming out. Good night.
No.
Not
Who are
time.
you cutting, brothers?
Not
Let me
time
run
to
the
do that.
list one more again. Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West. Who are you cutting?
You know, you're a problem.
I'm going to hell, right?
You're going to hell. I mean, you just knocked off basically 4 people that I could listen to easily.
Easy.
But I'm going to say this. Besides all of his achievements and his, you know, his accolades and his artistry and stuff like that, I'm going to have to cut.
Spit it out. Sound like you're going with Kanye. Mr. West.
I'm going to have to go with Mr. West.
Wow.
I'm going with Mr. West.
You're cutting Yeezy.
It's just temporary. It's just temporary. But I'm cutting him right now.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
I don't know.
You're cutting Kanye. All right.
I made Jesus walk. I'm never going to hell. I mean,
let me tell you something. When he even did that, those records with Hove before they yo, he was keeping up with Hove.
Write my curses and curses.
Yo, he was keeping up with Hove in those records. He went from apprentice. He went from the apprentice to being as good as the master on the record with him.
Yeah, he had his own.
People don't know this, but Kanye started. He had a track that he produced for Jermaine Dupri on 1472.
Say hey! I love that album. A lot of people don't know about that album. I love that album.
Shit, it was a good album.
It was.
Say hey. And I like Kanye, and you know what? But even though I understand what he's going through and what he's trying to explain and not being understood, but as of right now, being current with music being dropped. I'm giving him the I'm cutting him loose because as of right now he doesn't have anything to compete with today's flow of music.
But he can if he wants to. That's why it's amazing.
That's the thing though.
And when he drops, it's not.
But that's the thing though. He can if he wants to. Until then, right now, you gotta give it to the ones that are just pumping the shit out that still give you something to just vibe to. Now I have to go with old records, and listen to some Kanye. I need some
current shit.
Tiff wants to spit it out. Go ahead, get it, girl.
All right.
I'm trying to give it to her, but
cut one of these people loose, and I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna say Kanye West.
You want a little bit of
Kendrick
beer?
Lamar, J. Cole,
you want a shot before you
and Drizzy.
You know what? This is really easier than I expected. I can't cut Kanye just because of his body of work. And not only his work, but the work that he's done with others. Like, he produced Mariah Carey, Emancipation of Mimi. And this song, I can't think of the name of the song, but it was so soulful. Like, his production, before it used to be just his production was hot and his music was high, or his rapping skill was high. But then it became like a tie, or, I can't cut Kanye. Drake, the body of work. Like, I don't care what nobody say about Drake. When Started From the Bottom comes on, that's my anthem.
That's
like,
shit.
I gotta play that shit like
Great
6 times.
Right.
And my son was telling me the words to Out Like a Light. Back in high school, I used to buzz it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what he said?
That's my joint too.
You sleep on Drake if you want, but he got some lyrics. So,
right.
J. Cole or Kendrick? I personally like J. Cole over Kendrick. So with that being said,
Kendrick gets the boot.
Kendrick is getting the boot. And I know people are going to look at me like I'm crazy, but I fuck with J. Cole
he's
more
a
than
Nas of this
Kendrick.
generation.
Like, J. Cole, he got the heart, like the soul. Like, he doesn't do promotion. He doesn't do Grammys. He doesn't do nothing. He just puts out the material. You know?
He's like the new Nas.
Yeah. But he picks better beats.
I thought Kendrick more like the new Nas to me.
I mean, whoever. It doesn't matter. Like, is Kendrick better than J. Cole? Maybe.
Well,
maybe
they did something in the past where they came out with like a few songs and they actually did each other's records, and that shit was hot. Like, he gave him that beat and that hook, and then he gave him my beat with my hook.
They both dope.
And they both did each other's records. It was so fire.
They both monsters.
As you can see, the choice was not easy.
No.
But we had to pick our own reasons for picking these artists.
Absolutely.
And whatever. So
we want to know your thoughts. Who are you cutting? Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, or Kanye? Can't go wrong. Like, I understand you, as long as you can defend it.
Hey.
Hubby.
Just blame her.
I'm going to hell. Ajax says that every week. Any parting words?
Well, based on
You are not Ajax.
What?
just live and let live.
Everybody steal his shit. Sarge.
I have nothing else to say.
You took your shit.
You took my shit. Bye.
See y'all next week. Live and let's live.
That's funny.
Yo, we just jack his shit, man.
Yo.
We gotta leave him with his line, baby.
Next week you're gonna be like, yeah, don't need to come.
Live and let's live. That's like the best closing, though.